Howdy everyone, welcome back to Soulcast episode 5. And can you believe it? It's literally
Five.
Yeah, aren't we?
Wow, that's time flies when you.
Yep. It was 4 literally
Yep.
4 days ago.
4 days.
So as you can probably tell,
that's as of now.
we're actually on a schedule, We're actually pumping out that content, smashing it. Max, you dropped a devlog the other day.
I did drop a devlog the other day.
Yep. And that was the reason the podcast wasn't out last Sunday like it would have been. I wanted to release it after the devlog. So apologies for the delay, but it's out now. Introduce ourselves. We might have noticed that it's just myself and Max this week. We have
we lost the other boys. They're not here with us right now.
Yep, but don't worry. Moz will be back next week.
Yes, he still will be coming back. He isn't completely out of it.
Don't worry. So I'm Dash or Jade, programmer, Soulcube, do some sound stuff. Co-founder with Max.
Yes. Monarch, Maxwell, whatever. I do art and visual things.
Yes. If you ever see any visual stuff, the posters or anything, if they look good, Max has done it. If they look like shit, I've done them. So
I just did a bad job at them.
Yeah, my strat is I just hop into Photoshop, I just sample the Soulcube logo colors and just paste the logo everywhere, and boom, there we go. That's called graphic design.
Yep. Mm-hmm. That's how it works.
Yep. Despite my intense graphic design research, as you can tell, I've been working on the more devlog videos, which will be coming out, I don't know, a couple of weeks from now.
Sweet.
I reckon we're starting to work on a schedule.
Now
that things have changed different. I think if Monarch and I give ourselves a month each to work on a devlog and we stagger them, then we can have fortnightly devlogs.
Yeah, that think is pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm only concerned about so my main concern is that I don't have enough variation in my workflow to be able to explain what's been going on within the month or whatever.
Yeah, I guess.
I've been doing the exact same thing for 3 months already, so
that's true. But you're coming out of the end of the walk cycles and stuff.
That is true, and I'll be doing some other things. So let's hope that I can get into that before my logs up.
Or your deadlines here.
Yes.
But I've also written up a script for a video explaining our lighting system and how we handle our 2.5D perspective and stuff in a sort of tutorial style. So you can expect that sometime between, I don't know, in May, I assume it's going to come out this month. I don't know. See how it goes. So we've got a slightly different lineup for today. We've got a regular Tell Us Tuesday question. Yep, followed by Samsara room first impressions. So we took the liberties of picking a game to have a quick peek at, a quick short play before the podcast this week. And I chose the game. I just found it in Steam recommended. And gave it a squiz. I was like, "Yo, boys, want to check this one out?" I'm like, "Yeah, okay, we'll check it."
And I was like, "Yeah, let's do this."
So we haven't played it for that much. I played about half an hour. How much did you play?
I played about 45 minutes of it today.
Ooh, yeah. So we'll be finishing that off after this pod. And next week we'll come back with Moz and give a more extensive look at the game as a whole.
Yeah, this is going to be a little first impressions type thing. Just
Yep. And then we'll wrap it up with a Q&A, which I asked the Soulcube server for some questions last night. And we got a couple of bangers, and we'll give those an answer. And luckily, most of them are game development based around our current project, so it's not as much of a hindrance that Moz isn't with us this week. So that kind of lined up well, I guess.
Cool.
Do you want to kick us off with some favorite voice actors?
Sure. So, last week for our Tell Us Tuesday, our question, or if you don't know what the Tell Us Tuesday is, basically, on our socials, which is Twitter and Instagram, we put out a little question weekly, called the Tell Us Tuesday, and as you can probably guess, it comes out on the Tuesday, and it's just kind of a little question that you can fill out. It'll usually be like opinion based, like favorite, insert thing here. In this case, favorite voice actor, or actors, and you have to explain why.
we need to shorten the Tell Us Tuesday explanation each week now. Should we just like, we give question, you give answer.
We give question on the Tuesday. Basically,
yep. Sums up.
Anyway,
you kick us off. Kick us off. I have a couple I want to talk about, but I'll let you start.
Favorite voice actors. I don't know. When it comes to I reckon David Hayter from the Metal Gear series definitely is very iconic.
I do. Yeah,
I'm sure you would have heard his. I'm sure you would have heard his voice. Yeah, it's very iconic. It's great. Yeah, I love it.
Does he do it like a particularly good job voice acting, or is it just for the meme?
Oh no, he is good, but yeah, he just always does it with this voice, which is great to listen to, and it's so funny as well because the way that the dialogue's written for Snake, he asks like a lot of questions. Like he'll say something and he'll like you'll have your voice call like the intercom thing, and it's like the Metal Gear, and he's like Metal Gear, but like so like he'll always just fucking repeat like the last part of the phrase and then just ask about it.
Yeah, so it's a bit of the writing.
It's it's so funny just how it all works together. It's great. Like I don't know how his vocal cords can do that. But, fuck, it's interesting.
What a useful power to have.
Yeah.
I'll throw some more in there, and I think I mentioned writing a bit, but I think writing goes extremely hand in hand with who you remember as voice actors, right? If the developers can cast the right, it's same like normal casting for movies and stuff.
Yeah,
you need to be able to cast the right voice actors for the characters you have. And I think Firewatch. What are the I have the voice actors up now. So Rich Sommer, I don't know, and Sissy Jones, both Henry and Delilah from Firewatch. I think those were fantastic characters, voiced fantastically. And I don't think I could ever imagine that voice, like Henry's voice, outside, Henry as the character.
Yeah. And I think it's really interesting when you have like a media like a game or a movie that ties an actor so closely to a role that like you always just associate like that actor with that role.
Yeah,
like, instantly.
And it's so crucial in Firewatch because it's all through the voice, right? Delilah's and Henry's relationship is just through the the walkie-talkies.
Yeah.
So the writing and the voice acting is it's fucking crucial,
Definitely.
And I think they put it off great. There was actually a panel at PAX, I think last year or the year before, where
I was just about to say,
and I didn't see it, and I didn't know it was on. But...
Yeah, she was there.
Oh,
yeah,
well.
I didn't actually know. I'm just like, that voice is kind of familiar, and then Wait,
were you at the panel?
Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't even realize until halfway through, and she said, my work in Firewatch. And I'm like,
No, okay. All right.
And then I was thinking, if only Jade was here.
What, are there any voice acting insight tips from the panel, or?
I can't remember. I think it was about something different. I think it may have been. Yeah, I think it was like the evolution of like dialogue in a game.
Like writing wise.
I think it was mainly writing wise. It was a while ago. Can't quite remember it.
Okay, man, that really had a lasting impact on you then.
No, it was interesting for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Any others? I got like a couple more.
You can fire away.
All right. I was gonna say the narrator from Stanley Parable. Obviously, what's his name? I looked it up. Kevin Brighting. I think he did a fantastic job because Stanley Parable, the narrator, is a character, right? It's not like you haven't played it, have you?
I have not.
No, and I'm gonna keep it like fairly like spoilerish free. But it's not like a fucking like fairy tale game where the narrator just explains the information and shit, right? The narrator is a character, and to be able to capture that, through like I don't know, it's such a unique tone. Have you heard like any clips of him speaking or anything?
Even I think it was a while ago.
Yeah, even if you just watch like some of the he speaks in the some of their like promotional footage, and it's just so good. The it's so witty, and I don't know, he pulls it off really well, I reckon.
Yeah.
For it's a very unique role, and I don't know. I assume there's been plenty of like mimics past the release of Stanley Parable because it came out a while ago. I don't know anyone who has like pulled off that role in a game before. Got any other bangers?
I don't know. I reckon the cast for Team Fortress 2 is really, really good. With their voice acting. There's just so many like voice lines and like it's all like tied in so well with the characters. Like, yeah, I reckon the writing for all the characters in TF2 go really, really well. And I forget the dude's name, but the voice actor for Scout, he actually like live streams on Twitch, and sometimes he'll read out donations in like the voice of Scout and stuff, and you can give him like strips and stuff, cool, and he'll like read off copy passes and whatnot. It's so funny.
No, I love voice actors who have like, I mean, they're actors, right? When you have a really good voice actor, they can put on whatever character they want, and that's really interesting, to see, especially when like they have like when they reveal their face. If you haven't heard them like as a person before, it's really weird to see like oh shit, that's a actual person speaking.
It's so funny because like you have some, I don't know if all, but like the characters in TF2. I don't know if like they're modeled after, but they look really similar to the voice actors, like the characters in Who was the voice actor for Soldier in TF2? I think he actually died the other month.
What?
Yeah, no. Was it Rick May? Hang on. TF2 voice actor Soldier. Yeah, Rick May. He died, which is tragic.
Yeah,
it's actually like really wholesome because you can see all the tributes and stuff with the community. But yeah, he was a great voice actor as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna fire off a couple more because I'm just looking through my Steam library now. Voice actor from Bastion, great.
Oh yes,
he's such this like gravelly, like deep voice.
I remember I watched the No Clip documentary for Bastion.
Oh yeah.
I think I forget who it was. I think he was like a roommate of one of the developers.
Okay,
and he did like voice acting or something, or like I can't remember what it was, but yeah, he ended up just having a go and it sounded great.
Oh, that's cool actually, because I
know it was incredible. It was just like a little thing on the episode. I can't quite remember all the details. I was like working on Soulcube stuff at the time. It was just like background.
Yeah.
But I was like, that's interesting.
Yeah, because it's such an integral part. Yeah, such an integral part of the game. And it's just this random dude. But I think that's that's what separates like professional voice actors from like the Bastion dude. I reckon if the Bastion dude had to put on a different character, I don't think he could do it. If he's not professional, right? If it was just some dude. But that's the other thing about voice acting is anyone can do it. You have your one character. Like if someone doesn't know me, if someone doesn't know Dash, if you need a character that sounds like Dash in your game, don't worry, I got you. I'll just speak like I do.
Yeah.
And you're sorted.
Then bam, Dash is in your game. Yeah,
exactly. But I'm not a professional voice actor. Like if you wanted me to voice, if you gave me a character that wasn't me and was like voice his character, I'd be like, probably not your number one choice. And then what were names of Edith Finch? Lovely voice acting. That really, the writing in that game is phenomenal, and the voice acting just carries that through the roof. I don't really have much other games with voice acting.
What about like announcers in games like League of Legends and stuff?
Yeah, like, I mean they don't stand out to me. They're all like like what they say is iconic, but it's not like impressive. Like it's really like filtered and stuff and like processed, which is fine because that's what they need to be. But
yeah, I reckon you have like a lot of iconic like announcers and stuff like in Halo and like Unreal Tournament, like the older ones as well.
Yeah.
I reckon the announcers in the Call of Duty games as well. Like you get some really iconic voices and lines from that. It's great. I love it.
The screen sheet announcers. You know how you can chuck it on Aussie mode and they get like voting like announcers. That's the best. I reckon that needs to be in every game.
Actually, I'm pretty sure. Speaking of like of Aussie stuff in games, dialogue wise and like voice wise, I'm pretty sure in Minecraft. I just remember this the other day, But if you go into your language settings and have it set to Australian, all the like, I'm pretty sure most of the items are like renamed into Australian slang and stuff. Like the death screen is like you kick the bucket and whatnot.
That's great. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you,
it's so good.
Microsoft.
I love it. I only just remembered it like the other day as well. I was like, huh, that was an actual thing.
One of the few programs that actually offer fucking Australian as a language. On Discord, our Discord server is literally labeled under like America, like it has the American flag because I said we speak English.
I remember seeing that as well.
Yeah, it's like, come on. Oh well, tough bickies, eh? That's all. I mean, that's all. I bet you I'm forgetting some. I mean, like you won't know, but like the Danganronpa, like Monokuma, I think like the dub for that is great.
Yeah. I've heard some of the stuff from that game.
Yeah. You know, Fahrenheit, Indigo Prophecy. Are there any like games like that has like shit voice acting, but like it's a good game? I don't know. Because I'm looking through all my games and I've just listed off all like the narrative games I've played. I haven't like skipped one for having particularly.
I'm looking at my Steam library now. I love all the scientists in Half-Life and stuff. Fucking great.
I have Octodad Dadliest Cats. I don't think that has particularly impressive.
No, it's fantastic.
Acting.
What do you mean?
I think that's a real standout.
Of course, I'm sure that we're, skipping a lot of the AAA titles that have fantastic.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. Sorry, my bad.
just thought I'd mention that. I haven't really played many AAAs in ages.
I think Hollow Knight has cool voice acting, like because it's not in English. It's all this like whatever language they speak. They speak bug. Yeah. But that's pulled off well and convincing. In Ori and the Blind Forest, all the characters like speak really like long and like blah, blah, blah. And I kind of just find it really like it gets old after a bit. It's like cool, that's how you speak. But it's like I have no idea what you're saying, and like it's not bad. It like fits the sort of like booming like mystic setting. But that's just interesting to see that you have those non-English like voice actors.
Yeah.
I wonder if the devs just did that themselves, because why would you hire like a professional voice actor to read gibberish? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's interesting. We'll never know.
I guess you're right.
That's about all I want to say for a Tell Us Tuesday this week or last week.
Yeah, me too.
Cool. I guess we're moving on to the next segment.
Segment 2. Samsara Room First Impressions.
Yep. So, do you have a like synopsis of the game? Hold on, I'm just gonna,
yeah, you might want to bring one up because it's quite cryptic and like trippy.
Yeah, hold on. I'm just gonna go to the Steam
explain
page.
into words without any imagery.
Yeah, where are we? I just went into this blind. It was like in my like the new and featured thing.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I'll give this a go. I had overwhelmingly positive reviews. I was like, oh, cool. Alright, what does it say? You woke up in a mysterious room you have never seen before. Can you find another way out? Samsara Room is a remake of the praised predecessor of the Rusty Lake and Cube Escape series. I don't know what those are. Maybe they're good if this is great when we finish it.
Yeah,
maybe,
I'm sure they're pretty good.
Maybe we should go give them a squiz.
Definitely.
But obviously that's a vague synopsis. But it's basically just from what I can tell, initial first impressions, it's just like one of your typical like locked door games, like escape room.
like a point and click puzzle type
point
thing.
And click escape room puzzle thing, but it has like weird, like fucked up story stuff like hidden within it.
Yeah, it's like really weird, like imagery and like symbolism, and you have like surreal kind of themes and stuff in it. It's really odd to play through.
I think we keep today spoiler free, and it's a free game, so I reckon you guys all go play it if you're interested.
Yeah, I'd recommend it. Like, yeah, it's
not long either. I think I've got like half the achievements after my like half an hour of playing. But it's drastically slowed down. I was powering through the start. I was like, man, this is pretty easy. And then you get stumped because it's a puzzle game.
Yeah, that's the same with me as well. And then I hopped off, and then as soon as I hop off, I'm like, oh, I figured it out.
Yeah, no, I had to fucking kick you off because you were playing it for ages. Like, yo, bro, don't go way past me for the podcast.
No. And that's rare because I'm not really drawn to like point and click puzzle things.
No, I haven't played a game like this before, apart from like shit on like cool maths games, like some of those.
But I was like, this is interesting.
Yeah. What did you enjoy the gameplay like overall?
Yeah, it was interesting. Yeah, it's like I was definitely curious the entire time. I wanted to figure out more things.
Yeah,
And, like,
same. The
uncover.
only thing that like dragged it down for me is some of the puzzles where it was like just kind of like you got to click shit in a certain order. It was kind
Yeah,
of
that
like,
was
what the fuck is
retarded.
this? Like, why is this a? It's not a puzzle. It's just like
Yeah, it's
it's
what ticked
fucking
me
wasting
off.
like
It's a bit
5 minutes of
nuts.
my time remembering the fucking order. The thing like that puzzle where it was just a bunch of bubbles and you had to click them in like a certain order.
Yeah, no, I think it was done in like a snaking pattern. So I did it on like my second try after
What?
figuring
I
out that I
spent
had
there
to
for
click.
10 minutes
No,
trying
you know
to.
what one? No, you know what one that I spent for 10 minutes on?
What?
Was the fucking sea pickle, whatever it was.
Yeah,
That
no,
was AIDS. I was like, what?
yeah. For context, it's just like this fucking pickle, and you like press like
Like the
the
bumps
the
on it.
bumps on the inside, and then if you like press certain ones, it fucking pops back out again.
And I couldn't figure it out. And then once I figured it, and like once I was able to get to the end of it, and then I saw all the ones that weren't supposed to be pressed, and I'm like, oh, it's so obvious.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, it's like trying to fucking put a broken Bakugan back together without it like popping out.
Yeah.
That's the
Okay.
analogy I would draw. Yeah, but other than those, other than the fucking memory ones, I really enjoyed like some of the puzzles.
Yeah, it was cool as.
And obviously like the more surreal, trippy imagery, story stuff. I'm interested to see where it goes and what it does with that. Because at the moment, it's just kind of like this abstract thing without a real, I don't know, like defined meaning that I can get from it yet. But I'm only like half an hour into the game, so we'll see where that goes. I really hope it has some sort of satisfying conclusion, or tying everything together somehow.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like from what I've heard with the reviews and stuff, it's I think it's supposed to do something like that, tie it all together and have some nice message with it all.
Yeah.
And all the symbolism and the surreal like imagery kind of ties into to form the theme or whatever.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's for free. Like it's it's
great.
polished, and it's kind of chugs on my laptop. I don't know why. Like it's just a fucking
Really?
bunch of like hand drawn art. I don't know why it's the laggy, but I don't know, maybe my computer was just having a bad day. I booted it up.
Maybe
Cool.
didn't plug it in properly.
I guess we'll get back to you, Mob, next week. The game is Samsara on Steam,
Samsara,
free.
yes.
I don't know what platform it's on. We're on Windows, so
I reckon it'll probably be on a few
Yeah,
things.
hold on,
Surely it
let
can
me,
be ported to Windows.
check out for ya.
Yeah, I'll check it out first.
Oh.
Race.
Oh no,
race,
it's
race.
oh yeah, Windows and Mac.
Yeah.
So sorry, Linux, Puff Mickeys. It's only like 120 megabytes, and like
Yeah,
barely
it took
any
me, like,
system
literally,
requirements. Yeah, y'all can play it unless you're on Linux and Wine or whatever.
Unlucky.
I don't know.
Anyway.
Got something out. So we'll get back to you next week with Moz on our more in-depth thoughts. And I think the way we want to handle... I alluded to this, but I didn't get a response back from any of you guys. Do we want to, like, at the end of the podcast, someone recommends, like, a cheap or free game, and that's the one we talk about? Like, maybe we
that'd be
have
cool.
a 1 week, like what we did today, like, first impressions. And then maybe we make a call. Do we want to stick with it or go to another week to discuss it, if there's more to discuss? After playing
I
a
like
bit
that.
more. Yeah, I think we do
We'll
that.
see we'll see what you guys think about it.
Yeah. Let us know down below if you like the sound of that, because that way it lets you guys know in advance. Also, what game we're going to be doing. So you could have also played Samsara Room this week while we, give our first impressions. Cool. So that was segment 2. Now we're rolling on to the questions that you guys left us last night.
Yes.
Do I kick us off? Do you kick us off? What are we going?
You can kick it off if you feel.
Alright, we got some questions from Ryan, resident game master man over on the Soulcube server. I want Ryan to create his own game review YouTube channel, but he hasn't done it yet. But that's my
maybe.
mission. Everyone in the comments, if you last this long, Ryan, we want channel. Right? That's the pasta for this week. So he's left two questions for us, and they're about the development process of our current game. So I think I'll read them both off because they're kind of like interconnected in a sort of way. So I'll fire them away. First question is, how do you communicate your current work status to your dev mates? For instance, what are you working on and what needs to be done? That's question 1. Question 2 is: do you all work on the pre-development phase of a game, and what is your method of sharing ideas and working out the plan of the final product? So, yeah, do you have anything to say about that? Because we,
Well, it's handy that we use Discord. It's handy that we use or that we see each other in real life at school. And it's handy that we have multiple platforms of planning.
yeah,
So we
we
can all
have
kinda, like,
we have a
refer to
couple of
these.
tools, right? So our main hub, we just have a private Discord server called Workplace or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where we're always posting what we're up to, what needs to be done, questions, brainstorming. It's all just a massive dump. There's like a million fucking
Yeah.
channels. It's like a mess. It's a mess.
It's
but,
so messy, yeah.
It just dump everything all there. And then we also use software called Miro, which is like a collaborative
Mirror's
whiteboard.
fantastic.
Yeah, virtual whiteboard software. And it's great. That's a fantastic piece of software. So we just have
really,
this,
really polished.
we have this massive Miro board that just has everything on it. It's like in the middle, it's got this massive like timeline of like the year with everything planned on it, which is completely fucked now that like the deadline got shifted. Yeah, no, that's so screwed.
So
now.
much for our planning. We spent so long, putting everything in and like sorting out times.
Yeah,
shit.
and now it's all fucked.
Oh well.
Yep, just slide them all, just spread everything out across the
Yep.
extra 12 months to the end of that. But then off that, because the board's fucking massive, like you zoom in so far and you zoom out.
I think, are there even any limits on the board?
I don't know.
Like,
I
can you
feel
just
like we
keep
might
scrolling
break
out
their-
further and further?
Yeah, I
and
feel
make
like
it
we
even
might break
bigger?
their database if we make our board any bigger. I added some more stuff today, right?
Yeah, you told me.
And this kind of ties into the second point, which was is pre-development. Most of the pre-development, we all do it together, right? The creative vision of the game, the story of the game, what we want to say with the game.
Yeah.
That's a collaborative thing, right? That's Soulcube's vision. So that's all of ours's vision. So we need to be super tight on that, and I think that's the hardest part about game development. When working, I don't know if it's just narrative games. I think it's just exacerbated when you're working on a narrative game.
Yeah.
Because that uniform vision is so critical. It's like how you have Hollywood movies, because there's so many. I assume there's a phrase, hands in the bucket. That's not the fucking phrase, but I assume there's a phrase. I assume there's a phrase or something like that.
Hands in the bucket, yep.
It's because there's so many hands in the bucket.
Fingers in the pie?
Yeah, maybe fingers in the fire.
I don't know. I know that's definitely a phrase, but I don't know if it works in this context.
Yeah, but I think you all get what I'm trying to say. Is the creative vision gets tainted, and we got to keep that as high as possible. And Fucus was around when we were really planning that in pre-development.
Yeah.
And Fucus and I are very hard to like agree on things because we're very, it's not like controlling. It's just fixed in a vision. Like we both have something we want to say. That's slightly different due to our own context, and what we have in our head. So when we come together, we have to try and share those ideas in a way and come to a mid ground that we're all understanding on. I don't know how you feel into this, Max. Like how you feel about.
I usually just kind of, well, yeah, like I guess it was kind of handy because I was like the third member, right? So I'm kind of like what's the word? I can, yeah, well, yeah, I'm the decision maker because I'm the odd one out. Well, not really, but
You're that second vote. Yeah, you tilt the.
Yeah,
tilt
I'm the other vote.
scales.
Thank you. Fuck, I don't know why I can't say that. Anyway, yeah, but usually for me, like, I'll just expand upon points. I'm not one for really like introducing them and pitching them and like setting them up myself. I'll usually get someone else's point that they've made either from Desh or from Fucus and expand upon it and kind of tweak it a little bit and go, hey, what about this?
Yeah, and I think that's a great dynamic to have with us as a team. Obviously, Fucus doesn't work on assets or like closely with us anymore, but he's still around and I still run ideas past him and stuff.
He's still in our little
private
private
he's still in that
Discord,
private Discord where we post everything, just to be a consultant for what we're doing, because I think
to help
as
make decisions
such a
and stuff.
small team, it's really easy for us to sort of lose scope or like vision of like external factors looking into the project. You get so obsessed with our own ideas, our own I guess processes, that we drift away from creating something that could be more appealing to a wider audience, I guess. I didn't word that as much as well as I was trying to, but I hope you're.
We're just having bad days of wording things out. It's fine.
So I think we have a great dynamic. And
it works pretty well.
Moz has some fucking great ideas. Like me and him, all of us are really into our literature, especially film.
Yes.
So
advanced English gang.
Yeah. So all that influence.
It also, I reckon it definitely helps that we all know each other, and that we're all comfortable talking and debating with each other as well. Like I think we have this good philosophy and dynamic with discussing ideas and stuff, to the point where, because a lot of people, I'm sure that in our shoes, or if they were in the same situation, they go, it's an argument, and get all pissed off and whatnot. But for us, we can all acknowledge that it's constructive, and then it's all working towards a final vision on our product, and it's all for making it better.
Yes,
which is good that we can all get our heads around.
Yeah, I know. I think to have a good team, you need to butt heads. That's something that I believe in. If you're in a team and everyone's just fucking agreeing on shit, what's the point of being in a team?
It's like the blind leading the blind. Yeah.
Yeah. Why are you all there? Like, if you're all just thinking the exact same thing, what's the point of having 3 different fucking brains working on a project? So I think that's why the dynamic works so well, and why we've been able to craft this, I guess, narrative in the way we have. So what was the fucking question again? How do you communicate your current work status? Yeah, that's how we communicate. We use those tools, the Discord and the Miro mainly.
Yep. And bickering.
Oh yeah, and we also come together. We used to come together every week to the game development classes that I now run alongside 2Pi Software. If you're in the local area listening to the podcast, come and I shall teach you the ways of the game dev. But we used to all come to that and use the whiteboards and shit to brainstorm, because it's really good to be in person and have that.
Yeah, brainstorming in person's so much better. You have way more fidelity in terms of conversation and getting your ideas across.
Yeah, because everything has to be clear. Communication, everything has to be fucking clear. Everyone has to be on the same page. So
crystal.
Yeah, have that. In person is always good to catch up with. Obviously not doing that now due to COVID, but and the second question was, do you all work on pre-development phase? Yeah. Yes. Is the answer to that? Cool. So thank you, Ryan. That was a good question.
Thank you, Ryan. All right, am I reading out the second one?
Yeah, read out another question. I don't know. Right, I tried to get rid of the fucking background when I pasted it.
Yeah, no, this is tripping me out.
It's not working. Maybe I can
black on dark grey. I don't know. It's alright. It's alright. I can manage. It's fine.
There you go.
That's almost worse, but whatever. Okay, this is from Drew on our Discord server.
Yes, they've won. Tell us Tuesday.
2:38 a.m. What?
I was gonna say they've won the Tell Us Tuesday a couple of times.
Yeah.
Go.
I just had to read out the time. I had to say it like an answer machine. Anyway, so the question is, what are your sources of inspiration while working on the game development? Is there any games, TV shows, or other forms of media that influence the production of your work? What do you use as your muse?
Yeah, so this is interesting because we talked about our inspirations, a bit last week. Some game devs, some not. You mentioned, the Soulcube server being.
Yeah, it's my motivation.
It's your motivator, yeah.
People are watching me.
Yeah, I think that same thing applies to me, really. I think I think the real driving factor for me in game development that gives me the motivation is, education. I just love fucking helping people. Like, that's the thing about me. Yes, you probably don't get from listening to me fucking talking on a podcast, but helping people is like, it's not a fucking hobby. You wouldn't call it a hobby, but it's kind of like a passion of mine. When I have a skill that I am able to share, especially a creative skill like game development, that can really, help individuals in their own life. That's what gets me going. And that's why I run like the coding classes locally, and why I want to get into sort of, build that that community in our local area, as well as online. I love helping out the people in the Soulcube server when they need help. There's only like a couple of people who like actually need Unity help. There's plenty of people who are fucking way above me in skill level, and that's like, you know, amazing to see. Just the fucking expertise that some people have. Like we were giving a demo of our lighting system and stuff for a code night the other night.
That runs locally.
And the people that were there they're like technically they have such a high fucking understanding of what's going on. I'm just like, bro. I just fucking.
We're just explaining like a little, you know, shitty. Like,
this is yeah.
They're like, oh yes.
Yeah, it's like, so what type of in blah 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 blah. It's all this gibberish. Like, yo, what the fuck, man? I don't know.
And like, I think I heard that word like once before.
Yeah, yo, man, I don't know. It's amazing to see that, and those people still seem interested in the shit that, you know, we can do, nice. And that's what's cool. About, you know, what I think is cool about Unity in particular is that anyone can make a game. You have a vision. If you have a creative drive to create something, you can do it in this day and age without having to spend 10 years of your life learning how numbers work. I think that's great. What was the question? Inspiration. Yeah. Education.
Inspiration with media and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been feeling... Sorry,
go.
All right, yeah. I've been feeling kind of the same way as you, Jade. Like in terms of, you know, like helping people out. Like only recently, maybe not as strong as, you know, like what you feel, but you know, like streaming on the server a bit just to kind of explain my workflow. You know, help people out. I've been trying to hop onto the help channel of our server whenever I can if people, you know, asking questions and whatnot.
I haven't seen you there in a while. Come on, I'm gonna pick it up.
I've been busy, alright. No, alright, yeah. If I'm free and people you know want a hand, yeah.
Oh, no one's added you in a while. I think, you know, this could be our call out. Yo, if you need some help, you know.
If you have help or you want me to, you know, critique you or help you out, you know, I love it. It's great. Feels good. You know, I feel like I'm doing something positive. Maybe I am. I don't know. Maybe making it more confusing. I hope not.
Win some, you lose some.
Yeah. Anyway, as for media and stuff,
Fortnite just really inspires me to make games.
Yeah, I think like a lot of I'm trying to kind of craft a unique art style with the game, like visually. I mean, TV shows, media, and whatnot. I remember Moz mentioning some of the shows that he was drawing inspiration from.
Oh, when we're in pre-development.
Yeah.
Like all this dystopian shit that he fucking watches. Like, just Children of Men.
Children of Men, that's right.
Whatever.
It's a fucking good movie as well. I love that movie.
Yeah, crafting. We're actually looking at dystopian narrative in school at the moment. That's kind of interesting. I don't know. I wonder if I can fucking weave our project into whatever our fucking assignment.
Shameless plug to our English class.
Well, if it's in the syllabus, you know, don't be surprised if you're fucking... when games finally make their way into the English syllabus. Maybe do you reckon they have in other countries? I don't know. If you're in another country and you are analyzing games as narratives in school, let us know, because that's fucking interesting.
That'd be good.
That's another one of my passions, yeah.
Actually, yeah, no, for last year, for the Spec Flick English class, I wrote about Half-Life for one of my assessment tasks.
That's sick. I fucking couldn't do that in my class because it was fucking
and I got a pretty good grade as well, so that's I'm happy.
Yeah.
It gave me an excuse to replay the game. So I was very, very happy with that. Anyway,
we're obviously influenced by everyone's influenced by the media they consume. Not just everyone's thoughts are. I think everyone's thoughts are a product of how they interpret other people's thoughts.
Like whether they like it or not. Really. It's kind of inevitable and, you know, like subliminal to a degree.
Yeah, and I think creative expression is the form in which we then share our thoughts with other people to then interpret to create their understanding. So obviously our game is our creative outlet, our way of expressing what we have to say, and how that's interpreted by people, you know, that's up to you guys. We obviously have a vision, but we can't control how your brain works.
Yeah. That's right.
All relative.
Whoa.
Getting deep in the late section of the podcast.
Yeah. Oh boy. Anyway, does that answer it? Yeah.
I think the question's done. Yeah, if you
I
want,
don't
if
know,
you want more stuff,
I didn't really like record too much of like a inspirational media that we had in our pre-development phases, but yeah, just kind of, you know, like the way that we perceive everything, and, you know, like the way that we
yeah,
think
and
of things, I guess.
obviously the themes of the game, like,
Oh yeah,
about
and also the scale theme,
yeah,
having to work around that.
I'm a very anti-authoritarian kind of, especially watching all the fucking Mr. Robot that I've been watching recently. That's what's going to be going at the moment. So, you know, that shit influences me. And watching Mr. Robot and that seeing how that Sam Esmail, the director of the TV shows, so Mr. Robot is a TV show if you don't know, and how they've expressed their ideas, that motivates me to what is the question? Inspires me to want to do the same. I want other people to be able to hear what we have to say.
Yep.
I think we answered the question now.
All right, next one. Dash, you wanna?
Yep, I'll kick this one off. This comes from Vanio, three times Super Saturday winner, or something, and long time server member. I don't know. He's won a lot of the fucking server events.
One of the veterans. One of the veterans of our server.
I think is he the second highest level member in the server, next to me. Yeah, thank you, Vaughn. And here's your question. So, first of all, loving the podcast, very chill stuff, and I feel like it's well balanced and segments are cool, and length of the podcast is perfect. Thank you.
Yay.
Question. Following the latest big event in the team kicking of Red Dane, how has it affected the team in general? How has it affected the development of the ongoing Scale project? Haha, we have a name, and that's going to be announced soon. Next develop, probably. And how do you think it has affected the future of Soulcube? Are you looking for new members? That's all my brain can think of at the moment. Cheers. Thank you, Vaughn.
Thank you very much.
I guess I'm going to say something to start off with, and I'll hand it back over to you. First of all, thanks for the compliments. Second of all, kicking Red Dane, when someone has had a very, like, low...
minute.
Yeah. I'm not going to say... I want to say the word impact, but I want to say, like, engagement. That's the word I'm looking for. Engagement in a product you're creating. It just becomes more and more detached, and it becomes to a point where it doesn't matter when they're let off.
Yeah.
So Red, you don't know, Red's the sound designer who was let off recently. And we're still friends, like, fucking no bad blood.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, I've known Red since we've been in fucking preschool. But we just let him off Soulcube because that's a responsibility that he couldn't handle. And obviously some people, you know, when they get overwhelmed with responsibility, handle it in different ways. When Moz got left off the team, you know, he was like, yo, boys, I can't do this shit. I'm busy with other stuff. That's because who Moz is. He fucking confronts shit.
Up front about it all.
Yeah, fight or flight reflexes. It's just basic, you know, biology. So that's how Moz went out. And that's why he's still with us. But I guess when Red left, like I said, that disconnect, that lack of engagement for the past, fucking 6 months now?
Yeah, it's been a little while.
Yeah, it's just, at that point, it doesn't matter anymore, and it's almost inevitable, I guess. I think we knew that we were going to have to, unless he picked his shit up, we were going to have to do something about it. And obviously, we finally, you know, bit the bullet eventually. And it's fine, no bad blood. We're just, we're just moving on now. Do you want to say anything about that?
Yeah, it's like sometimes in these situations, it's kind of easier to let someone go. In terms of like for the development of the entire project.
Yeah, for us, it's so hard to
because for instance, because we were relying on him a lot with sound development, and so it was kind of, I don't really know how to explain it, but after we kind of let him off, there was like less like pressure on the team because
Now we can plan. Now we know.
Yeah, exactly. Now we can
it's
actually
not
plan ahead,
volatile
yeah.
anymore. Now we actually have. We know
there's no
what's going to
void
happen.
in
And
this
I
certain
would
section.
be fucking shitting myself if the deadline wasn't extended. Because there's no way I would be able to finish the game and do all of the sound design for it on top of that. Because I'm filling that role until we, find another third person. Because I know a little bit. I'm a musician. Like I said in like previous podcasts, I'm trying to pick up digital composing. But I play music IRL. Fucking love jamming on the drums live. Obviously that's a very different skill. But I take like music theory lessons, so I'm trying to, and I study it in school, so I'm trying to apply that, where I can. I'm not fucking the best at sound design, like sound effects, but you're pretty good at.
Yeah, I've had my little bit of mixing.
Yeah.
Of things.
So I think we're getting by until we find someone else. Yeah. But I think long term, I think we're always going to have to find a new third person anyway, because Red had always had other, career plans after school.
Yeah.
And we always knew that. And that was transparent about that, and that was fine.
That was good, yeah.
But we knew that we were going to have to find someone else eventually, and I guess it just came earlier than we would have liked to.
Yeah, which is fine.
Yeah, which is fine. Now we have a couple more. Not a couple
time to
more.
look?
Fuck, we only have like 16 months before we graduate. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So.
Bruh.
But we will. Yeah, we will be
Wow.
looking for more
That's a
people. And it'll be easy to grab someone online, but we're a local studio, and I don't know
We
if
a lot of work locally as
yeah,
well.
I don't know if lots of the people listening who find us online, like international viewers. I was fiddling with a coin, I dropped it. Last week I was fiddling with a pen and it was fucking clicking the entire episode, so now I got something silent this week.
And it fell and made noise.
Yep, it fell and made noise. Ooh, very interesting. Zoomer attention span. Yeah, what the fuck was I saying now?
Sound design, leaving school, graduating, online, community-based.
Oh yeah. We do
yep.
shit. We do shit in the area. Right? We do shit in the area, right? And mainly that's with the education stuff that I was talking about before and the workshops. And I'm really keen to see what we can do with that. Post graduation. Max, I don't know what the fuck you're doing after school. You might be fucking off to the city or whatever.
Nah, I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see what's going on. Yeah, but
we'll see. I have no idea.
Either way, we're looking for people in the area, and I'm gonna, suss someone out because it's got the next person we look for would probably be for someone who has that drive, has that passion, someone that we work well with, game design wise, like we do with Moz, even if, because game design it's not. It's a skill that you develop, right? You get better at game design, but it's also, I think, greatly impacted by your way of thinking, like what sort of headspace you have, how you approach problems, ideas, creativity, and even just like this is not a fucking political podcast, like political views, right? Like obviously our games have a a societal message about culture and shit, like what's going on. So if we're working with someone who fucking doesn't agree with that, then that would be a really hard hurdle. I think it's doable. I think you can separate art from the artist, and they could just make the sound void of any of the like stuff that Ryan was talking about before, like pre-development.
Yeah,
but I think that'd be hard. Like, would you ever work with someone who didn't agree with like the morals? Like, what if they were like a fucking like, what if they were a Nazi? Would we hire a Nazi?
Would we hire a Nazi
if they were if they were good at filling the role of making the music and the sound? Would you hire a Nazi?
I think it depends how Nazi we're talking.
No, not obviously like actively like harming people, but just like that mentality.
I don't know. If they agree to keep opinions as opinions, and they can just like work isolated of the whole theme of the game and whatnot. I guess it just depends on them.
Yeah, I don't think I could.
I'd be a bit reluctant.
Yeah,
but
personally, I don't think I could. I don't care how good a fucking sound designer they are. I don't want that in the team because, like I said, we're everyone on the team is really close, and we can, butt heads when we make those arguments, and we're called bad flag. If I do that with a Nazi, I'm like, yo, no, fuck off, man. I'm not taking in anything.
That's why I said isolated. Like, if they're just completely out of the loop in terms of planning or anything like that. If they just make the assets, if you go make this, they'll go, okay, what's it for? Shut up.
Yeah,
that's fine. Okay, as long as I can make something, I don't fucking care.
And I don't know. You see, that's the thing. I don't know if I want to have a person like that in our team.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. It doesn't fit.
Yeah, that's not how we operate. No, as you can probably tell from the development process we were talking about before, it's all very
internal and close, intimate talking.
Yep. So I guess that answers how it affected us, how it came about, and how that affects the future, like what we're thinking of doing. If you're asking, can you get employed? The answer is no, unless you're fucking moving here and you're really good at what you're doing.
Come to the valley.
Come to Biggs.
Biggs.
The hotspot for game development.
Maybe one day.
Yeah, maybe we can,
one day.
innovate. Yeah. We'll have to see. He also fucking left us a maths equation, and I have no idea what the fuck's going on.
Oh boy.
I don't even like.
Oh boy.
That's some fucked up shit. I was hoping Moz would be on this week, so he could answer it for us. He's the math man.
That means we just keep it for next week.
I guess you're gonna have to tune in next week to find out the answer to this fucking integration fucking math question. It's multiple choice. There's only 4 answers. You reckon do you want to answer one? Pick A, B, or C.
All right, let's do this. Okay. Let's see.
Yeah, better make sure you read the question.
Oh yeah. That makes all the difference.
All the answers look the same to me. What the fuck's different?
I reckon. I'm gonna go with B.
Literally, the only thing that's different is the stuff inside the absolute value.
Yeah, no, this is like a spot the difference.
Well, the difference.
Okay,
I'm like, what the fuck's going on? I'm going with
A and B both have pluses.
I'm going with
C and D have negatives.
C.
You going with C?
Yeah, you guys can write it down in the comments. Let us know
whatever you want.
Yeah, if you guys want to find, look, see, I don't know what that symbol is. I know it has something to do with integrations. Hold up, maths symbols. I need to say what the thing is. I thought it was something to do with like calculus. This is my first year of like higher level math.
I'm not even doing high level maths,
Yeah.
so you have a better chance than I do.
Where is it? Linear algebra symbols, probability and statistics symbols. Almost set theory symbols, no. Logic
This is the
symbols.
most,
What the
this is the
fuck?
most enthralling
Why is
section
this
of the
so-
podcast.
Oh,
Death
here we go.
scrolling through.
Integral. No, it literally just means integral. Okay, alright, I'll read it out. Ready? Integral. I don't know if that's like of this entire fraction. Integral.
I think it is.
X cubed over x plus 1. Wait, what does dx mean? Is that part of the question?
Dx equals 2, and then
Yeah,
one
so
of 4
integral
answers.
x cubed over x plus 1 dx is equal to. What's the answer? Leave it below. If you fucking want to work it out.
Yeah.
that wraps up the
Oh,
podcast.
boy.
Moz said he wanted a meme. We're missing the meme for the end of this week's episode. Is this math question enough of a meme? Do you reckon it would satisfy him?
I don't know. There's
Do you have any memes in particular that you would like to wrap
any
up with?
memes, any new memes that I have in particular.
Yes.
I reckon Elon Musk's kid's name.
Oh, yes.
Have you heard about that?
Yeah,
Fuck.
yeah.
Poor dude.
Unlucky.
That is really unlucky. I think it's pronounced Kyle.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
That's stupid. That's lame.
Yeah.
That was good before.
Poor dude. Poor dude. No, I'm actually, yeah, speaking of memes, I watched a video earlier today, when I was having breaks between homework and shit, about how Diary of a Wimpy Kid shaped like modern day humor and meme culture.
Yeah, that's in my fucking in my recommended. Like, why the fuck am I getting this video?
Watch it, it's good.
No, why am I getting this video? No, I refuse. No,
Don't even question it. Just
I
fucking watch it.
refuse to watch any random videos that YouTube recommends me. It's like it has nothing to do with anything I've ever watched. It usually has like not even a thumbnail. It's just like a fucking like frame from the video. I'm not watching it. No, I'm not watching it.
It was like right at the top of my recommended, and I'm like, yeah, this is exactly what I need right now.
No, I refuse to get sucked into what YouTube wants me to watch. Fuck off. I'm going to go to my subscriptions.
This is better than all the corporate stuff.
I'm going to my subscriptions and I'm going to see what I have subscribed to watch. This is what I want to watch. Thank you, YouTube.
Hey, at least YouTube's recommending you stuff from actual content creators, not just like, haha, funny moments from Jimmy Fallon Live.
No, if you go onto YouTube without an account and you get like the default stuff, it's awful. It's like this is what
bad.
humanity has come to.
It's what YouTube's come to. It's corporate fucking shit. Why? They already have their own shit on TV. Why is it on YouTube now? Fuck.
Thanks, humans. Really did an epic one.
Really did a solid on ourselves. Fuck.
Yeah.
Anyway, what now? Our meme segment is forfeit.
Yeah. No memes or good enough memes. That's what you get. All right, Moz, are you happy? Let us know in the comments. You're gonna fucking listen to this. Let us know if you're happy or not.
Just say I'm happy.
I'm happy. We'll know. I guess we'll wrap it up. Do we do the traditional? Yeah, check out our socials. They're in the fucking description, boys and girls.
I guess so.
Yeah. Is there anything in particular we want to say?
No, not really. If you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, comment, and share it with whoever you'd think enjoys it or not enjoy it. I don't know. Share it to your classmates, to your mates.
Yeah, it means a
your
lot.
family,
Yeah,
your
yeah.
mum.
I reckon you're probably on Discord. Go to your fucking mates' Discord. Fucking paste it in general. Sorted. At everyone. Smack in general.
I don't care how many people
You're
there are.
sorted. Don't worry. I know you can do it. Don't lie to yourself. I know you can do it. Do it for the Soulcube fellas, alright?
Yep.
I'm trusting you. If you do it, say in the comments, I did it, and we'll know it. We'll know.
Maybe even photo proof in our server, but don't add everyone for that one.
Yeah, don't add
Just
everyone
keep
in
it
general
down
for
low.
that one, yeah. Different
yeah,
story. Okay, I'm
Yeah,
signing
if you're
off now. I don't know how
curious
long
about
this
what we
episode
do,
was. I think it's a lengthy
hop into
one.
our Discord, and we have socials too. We have Instagram and Twitter, and YouTube. Or of course, you're already on it.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's the most disjointed outro I've done.
Sick. Oh, actually,
Yeah.
no. I'm gonna ask a question. Yo, if y'all listen to podcasts on other like shit, what the fuck do you do it on? So I tried uploading to Spotify, and it was like way too complicated for me. I was like, yo, can I just like upload to MP3 and it's done? But no, I can't do that.
All right.
So if y'all really want it, or if you know like platforms that you listen to podcasts on, like I'm not a massive podcast listener. I just listen to mine on YouTube. But if you know that shit, leave it down below, and I'll take a look into it. See what we can do. Cool.
Yeah.
Alrighty. All right, peace. We'll catch you next Sunday then.
Yes. Righto.
Stop recording.
that